this is nothing new. As I wrote in my article, this has been going on for decades now. Ever since the HEC has been set up for the last 20 odd years, we have had a swathe of new higher education institutions being created. And whereas initially the HEC really focused on numbers, and I can understand when you are set up, you really want to give a fillip to higher education, you really want the numbers to increase, you really want to push more people in higher education. That sentiment is correct. But what is the point if you're going to create substandard universities and institutes? As you rightly mentioned, in the last couple of days, the National Assembly passed about 30, 40 bills of new universities, not all in the private sector, some also in the public sector. And if you look at the private sector ones, some were so ridiculous that some of them didn't even have a place where they were going to be situated. Some were named, there was one university named Pak China Gwadar University, and it was supposed to be in Lahore and not in Gwadar. That's in the name, and Pak China, what does that mean? So such ridiculous titles, such ridiculous sort of points that they were being set up on. And it was only in the Senate that a number of these universities were actually prevented. But even then, a number of them did get their charters. But this is not just the National Assembly. Look at the Punjab Assembly. Look at other assemblies. The Punjab Assembly, I know for a fact, has passed in the last several years. And this is not just under one political government, under multiple political governments, that they have just given charters to universities without looking at the quality that they have. In the same way, a lot of public sector colleges have been raised at universities without thinking twice. And there's a big difference between what a college is and what a university is. And the HEC has completely disregarded that and upgraded these so that numbers may increase. And what that has done, Raza, and I think that's the real critical problem, that has led to hundreds and thousands and very soon millions of students who will have a degree which will not be worth the paper it's being printed on. And that is going to create a huge new crisis in Pakistan of not just unemployment, but resentment. Because what you are going to create is you have given hundreds and thousands of students a degree which is substandard. They have been half educated. They don't know what they have studied most of the time because the teachers aren't that good. The teaching environment isn't great. Their examinations are really bad. Some of them have just paid for their degrees. And this is going to create resentment with the population that is 65% under the age of 30. This is a time bomb that we are creating for ourselves by creating these half-educated people who have a degree but will have no job, will have no prospects. And actually, these are the people that go into extremism. So I think we have a real challenge at our hands. And it seems as if that whoever is in government is not stopping this.